So let's talk about our first movie of the week here.
Do it!
All right. Here's a little underground film called Escape from Tomorrow. If you don't know about it, it's a movie where a skeleton group of filmmakers, I guess you say film crew, filmed inside Disney World and Disneyland illegally, and it's pretty much a story about how Disney is evil.
People come here because they want to feel safe. Bad things happen everywhere, especially here.
I would say that the interesting thing about this movie is not about Disney specifically. I would say it's more about theme park experience, about the idea of like an empire that wants to create imagination while also telling you what to imagine and so forth, while also creating a awful experience that brings the worst out of all people, not just the children, but the wives and the husbands and so forth.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's told through the extremely polarizing perspective of a dumb middle-aged man who kind of provides this like distracting thing where it's like you're not really sure the movie's kind of about him and Disney, like doing the weird Disney things, which is not really all that much. It's just kind of like some weird faces he sees, or it's about this dude who kind of, or man or father, blah, who goes to Disney and then like creeps on girls with braces and runs into some weird people and stuff like that. So it's kind of like stuck between those two, but it's still kind of fascinating to watch. Kind of also just as a stunt movie in terms of like how did they shoot this? How did they get this shot? How did they get this shot? Yeah. But I would say in the end, with its like Shining-esque kind of ribbon on top, that it's interesting and yeah, unusual.
Oh, sorry.
That was my last word.
Unusual. Heather?
Good word. I also like this film. I don't think it's really about Disney being evil so much as it is about, say, how these sort of Disney kind of ideals and like this fairy tale thing that we think is so amazing in childhood completely sours as an adult, and that's one of the reasons that going to theme parks is so horrible for parents. I honestly, again, Jim is kind of a polarizing perspective. He's an interesting perspective in the whole midlife crisis deal, but there are a couple times you're like, God damn it, you're just such a gross human being. But I think you're supposed to feel that way.
Yeah.
But you're definitely supposed to feel that way.
Yeah.
It is really just beautiful, even like watching the film and seeing how they get these shots where it's completely empty and the park is there's nobody there. It's really cool. But it did fall apart a little at the end for me. I mean, like there were a lot of disparate threads that kind of didn't entirely come together in my opinion. I think they should have focused in a bit more on one or two things that were going on rather than spreading it out so much. Like I really liked the whole plot with kind of the surrogate for the witch in the Snow White tale. Which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Kidnapping.
That was always the most interesting or most shocking part, I think. More than just like him,
That
more than him
actress.
having like an acid trip and so forth, but
Yeah.
her kind of representing all these things that he kind of is punished for. And
I
so
think that
forth,
actress does a really good job with it too.
Yeah.
Like she's like alternatingly like really sexy and really terrifying.
Yeah. Like all witches are in these Disney movies, you know? Like the evil witch in Snow White is
Exactly, which
beautiful.
she's supposed to be. But no, she was fantastic.
Little Mermaid isn't though.
Well, for some people she is.
Yeah.
People
Some
like
people
blue.
like that.
Some people
Which
like
is
blue.
actually kind of funny
God,
because
my wife.
I didn't
Shit.
see this movie, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When you sent the email out saying like go see Escape from Tomorrow, I thought that I was just supposed to go like slump bust and like hook up with this real like this nasty chick and then talk about.
This completely happened. You just didn't see the movie.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was about.
didn't see
That's
the
what I thought it
movie
was
and you
about.
didn't-
Hey, at
didn't
the
get-
end of the night. So that happened. But no, I did not see the movie.
Okay.
But it sounds very intriguing. I'm sold. I had no idea.
Yeah, are you gonna watch it now?
I've never heard of it. So I'm gonna go.
Did we do a good job?
I think you two did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
get
that's
to
right.
put
But,
in my
but I
insight.
want to know what this guy thinks.
That's true.
I'll tell you exactly what this guy thinks. I saw this movie in April at Eberfest, and
You already saw it?
yeah,
Whoa.
I
You could have
did.
told me it was a movie.
Yeah, and I remember I was talking at an after party to the cast and crew afterwards, and I was telling them, and I was telling them it was my favorite movie actually at that festival. I think it's a very daring picture. I mean, it does have its flaws. You know, there's some humor in there that just seems like they just kind of threw it in. So like, oh, it'd be funny if, you know, it looks like the main character is using this bottle like he's coming. And
I mean, it fits his psyche, so.
yeah, I guess, but it just seemed a little too overdone, you know.
I mean, I do agree. Sometimes
It
it's
was
like.
a little too much.
Sounds so creepy.
But there was the whole Lolita angle where this father's following around these young French girls that are like underage. Overall, I thought it was a great, daring picture. You know, it wasn't just a movie that was good because of how it was made. It was actually a legitimately good film. That's also, oddly enough, mainly a movie about someone in a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
There are a
Despite,
lot of movies like that, but this one's interesting. This one's.
yeah, this one really kind of takes from a different perspective.
Yeah.
And I mean, the main character named Jim, the father, he was played by a guy named Roy Abramson. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. He was playing a piano at the after party. He's really interesting, fun guy. He did
How
a
to star?
great job.
I'm gonna be working.
He did a great job with the role. And overall, I thought it was a great film. Would you recommend it, Nick?
Yeah, I'd recommend it. It's unusual. It's not perfect, but it's one of the more special releases this year, definitely.
Yeah.
Only once a year you kind of do like this, so definitely recommend it.
Okay, Heather.
I absolutely recommend it too. I mean, I don't think it's a perfect film. It falls apart a little at the end for me, but
No, that's where it was the best for me.
see, I might just need to see it again
Yeah.
to really crystallize that for me. But honestly, it's a fascinating film.
Yeah.
And it's really, it's just really interesting to see how it was shot. It's interesting. I really liked it, basically, and you should see it.
Yeah. Definitely see it. If you want to see a movie that will stick in your mind, you know, whether negatively or positively, it does what a movie should do, which is you remember it after you see it. And you'll remember this film, so it comes highly recommended. All right, go see Escape from Tomorrow.
I'm sold.
You'll probably agree.
You'll probably agree.
I agree that I'm sold.
Daddy, let's go home.
Our next film I unfortunately didn't get to see because things happened, life happens, what are you gonna do?
What?
Machete
I didn't see it
happens.
either, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Machete happens.
Machete!
That's what,
Really
fucking
wanted to see
kills!
Machete.
that's what it says in the movie. It was a line in the movie. I said it.
We need you, Machete. There's a revolutionary south of the border. He's got a missile aimed at Washington.
Noah had his art. I got mine.
Machete, go kick some ass.
Well, since I've been gone, I have watched Machete Kills, and I fucking hated it. Goddamn, I was so disappointed. Oh my god, dude, I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you. Here's the thing, Heather.
Yes.
Like, first time you fucked a black guy, all right?
Okay.
So let's just think about this. You go in there with this high hopes. You're like, this guy's 7'9", he's black, he's gonna be hung like an army mule. Turns out he's like that. He like pisses on his own nuts. Expectations are so high, and there's nothing there.
Why were your expectations so high for this movie?
Because it's Machete, and it's fucking awesome.
What,
And
like the first
it
one?
is
Like-
damn near impossible to fuck up a movie of this type.
Okay.
The thing
Wait,
is-
you saw the first one, right?
Yeah.
You must have loved it. Like you
I
must
loved
have,
the
like,
first
made
one
love
because
that thing.
it captured the campiness and everything that these movies are supposed to be.
Please, Father, have mercy.
God has mercy. I don't.
This one, it tried way too hard. And it's really hard to be obvious that you try so hard in something like this. These should be very lazy, like, there, done. Don't sit down. It's like your first draft is your fucking script. Go, run, let's just do it. It's like every now and then, and I think they catered it to people like me, that like the unreal, what the fuck kind of laugh when you just do a random event and throw somebody at a helicopter and make them blow up kind of thing. That's right up my alley. The thing is, it just seems so forced, and when it's obvious to me that it's forced, it's fucked up. Charlie Sheen was cool; he did his thing.
She was like
Mel
in two
Gibson.
scenes.
No, I know, but the people in the trailer people that watch the commercial and watch the trailer and whatever, they're gonna be like,
But how was Lady Gaga, right?
well,
Wait,
they're
how
gonna,
was Lady Gaga? I genuinely want to know how she was.
She's fine.
she was Lady Gaga. Mel Gibson, this could have been a Bond villain type.
It was
role
a Bond
for
villain
him.
type role for him.
But he shit on it.
No, he was
couldn't
good.
do it. He couldn't do it. He didn't know what he didn't know what type of
He's
Bond
never really
villain.
played that kind of role before. He has no idea how
All
to
you
do
gotta
that.
do is bring a Jew on the set and then I'll get really angry.
You're not funny and nobody likes you.
No, that's not really what Bond villains do. Actually, Bond villains are anything but Jewish. But
Mel Gibson
I
hates
enjoyed the
Jews.
Yeah,
tribute.
you're
I
aware of that,
enjoyed
Mike.
the tribute to
I
the
don't.
Bond villain, where his plot is so over the top. Like, I wanted, like do. Oh, and I also want to launch a space program on top of
I
nuclear.
thought
Like,
he was good
it's-
in that. He reminded me of like the good parts of Moonraker.
Take a giant step for mankind.
You know what I mean? Like no one remembers anything about Moonraker.
It was a hybrid,
until the
but
rocket
it was
shows
a
up.
hybrid thing
That's not
because when you
Zelda
work
game.
you also had the man with the golden gun because he cares about like the solar program kind of thing with the nuclear
yeah,
thing.
holy crap.
So it was this like running all these different dimensions. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm with you. Oh wait, no, you're. Oh yeah, no. Oh. A lot of false starts, and ultimately, you become disqualified. Machete Kills. You broke my heart.
You broke my heart. You broke my heart.
Oh, I would say it's not that bad, everybody, but I would say the opposite. It's not like it's trying too hard, it's trying too little. It's just, like, Machete is not, like, that great of a character or an action hero or whatever. It's the people around him, the shit going on around
flick,
him.
man. It's
What,
an
the
easy,
first one?
It's a popcorn
No,
movie.
the first one, yeah, it's fine, but this one is more just kind of relying on the idea of, like, what kind of cameos can we get and what kind of random shit can we get to happen. There's so many scenes where, like, someone you think will live will die, but then at the same time, the script's like, it doesn't matter if they die or not because they can always come back because this is what the script requires, which is fine or whatever. But if anything, Machete's something interesting of a character, so it's all the people around him. And all the people around him are just cameos. So Damian Bashir is the Mexican schizophrenic radical guy. He was great.
That's
He was
trying
great.
too hard.
No, it wasn't trying. It was lazy, I think. And then there were lines where, some of the lines were funny, corny, and some lines were just bad. Like all the Machete don't lines. Some of those were just
expected.
dumb.
That's expected.
No, expected, but they were like overdone. It's like there's a certain art to doing bad stuff, which is what these movies are about. And this one didn't do it well.
You ready for this? Good for calls, texts, tweets.
Machete don't tweet.
One thing I was concerned about when I heard about this movie is, like the first Machete, like although it was goofy and it was
first
kind of
what?
silly.
It's actually pronounced machete.
Okay, the first Machete.
Nope.
Yeah.
Machete.
Machete. Thank you, Heather.
All right, we're killing this joke.
Machete.
He'll kill you.
When the first movie came out,
Again.
although it was silly, although it was goofy, it seemed to have like a message about illegal
the
immigration.
whole thing, yeah,
And it came out right around the time they even did a promo for it when John McCain was coming down hard on immigration.
Right.
And that's kind of what made it great. It wasn't just a silly action movie. It actually had a little bit of a statement and a message to it that tied in with this theme.
Not here.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. With this one, does it not tie in at all? Is
this
there no
is-
I don't think it needs to have
This
a
is
message
like-
to be good, but
Well, every movie does.
I think that makes it more interesting. That's what makes it Machete.
I don't think
Machete an
anyone
interesting
viewed
movie.
Machete as like a political.
I think they did because it's
Pendulum
very much
there.
It's very much a part of the
I mean,
movie.
there was that great Arizona trailer though.
This is Machete. With a special Cinco de Mayo message. To Arizona.
But that's when you start to try too hard.
But to answer your question, no, this movie's more like hot button mashing. It's kind of just like, there's a wall, and we're going to use it every now and then. Oh, here's women, and we're going to give them guns because that's empowerment.
Yeah, here's Sofia Vergara.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to get to that. Yeah, that's stuff's stupid. That
Here's
stuff's
the
not
thing.
interest. What?
Here's the thing.
Doesn't do well.
No, it's just dumb. It's just like, oh, she has a gun, and that's like
So
supposed to
she
be
being
empowerment.
Sofia Vergara again.
Kind of, yeah, but it's like it's supposed to be a darker side because she shoots weapons and kills men. Like,
Mike's,
oh, fuck off.
Mike's brought up a great point, and that's the thing, is that the first one was clever. First one had a lot of things, regardless of what its
had a
intent
couple clever
was,
things.
and maybe that was more of the marketing end of it, or the right place, right time. Bottom line is that this is the opposite. And when you give me the opposite, and it's a sequel, and you're promising bigger and better, I go in there and I feel just completely shit on.
Yeah.
And that this is, I wouldn't put it up there to Ghostbusters 2 type, what the fuck did you just do to me and my money?
Oh, man.
There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
It's an enjoyable movie, but
Thank God they're not making 3. God bless you, Bill Murray, for saying no.
the bottom line is that they'll still make it somehow. Anyway,
Yeah,
The power of pain compels you!
the bottom line is that if you're a fan of this, and you know what, when it's on HBO 84 in 8 months,
Yeah.
I might give a shit and I might watch it
well,
and
yeah,
then enjoy it
if
and
it's
enjoy
on-
it. It is what it is. If it's free TV, whatever, I'm in. But something like this, opening night, no way in hell.
So I'm not gonna ask you guys. Machete Kills is a no, right?
It's a maybe if it's on rental or it doesn't cost a lot of money.
If it's free, dude, I'm all in.
Yeah, or someone's like, hey, you got a free movie pass, or hey, a matinee.
Yeah.
And then you just go, and then afterwards you go to Applebee's.
No, God, no. Fridays, you Chili's, Applebee's, no
Or the
way.
Halstead Harp.
Yeah. Hell, you know what? You do that before any time you do anything and after
Ever.
any time you did something.
Ever.
Look at all this beer I
Halsted
drank.
Heart.
Yeah.
There's beer. It's awesome. And sometimes I'm here and you can come and beat me up.
People wave through the windows.
Yeah, people wave through the windows.
Because they
What's
see
up?
cameras and lights.
That's right. That's right. Too bad we don't have those 8x10 glasses.
Okay.
You'll probably agree.
You'll probably agree.
Indeed you will.
Nobody knows Machete. Machete Kills.
Thank you everyone for watching. You'll probably agree. Again, PS, Nick Allen, scorecardreview.com, Mike Crawley, Heather McLaren. Remember to visit the Halstead Harp in Chicago, Illinois. We will provide you with an address on the info below. Okay? It's a link. You click on it and it takes you to a website. Remember to
Is it?
remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe so we can keep doing this. And
Tell your friends about it and be like, oh, I saw this great review show.
Yeah,
No
the
one's ever
show's
done a review
awesome.
show. You gotta see it. It's a breaking.
Yeah, and when you're
Off or whatnot.
at the restaurant, make sure you order all the bacon.